As we continue now, the Danish, chill and relax, that's a good idea. The Danish Foreign Minister posted on X a short time ago, the day is ending on a better note than it began. I spoke to the Dutch Prime Minister Dick Schoof before Donald Trump's announcement, which avoided the subject of Greenland's sovereignty.
Sovereignty is something that only Denmark can decide on, and sovereignty is one of the key issues in international law. So I think we should stick to sovereignty and share the interest on the security of the Arctic.
When we look at the speech, he was incredibly rude in many ways about Europe, about what he essentially says is Europe's freeloading on the United States, the way Europe has become too liberal, the way the left, right? You heard, it's nothing you haven't heard before, but it does show a very different view of the two sides.
Yeah, because we think otherwise. That's very clear, and of course we realized that we are in a different time and that we have to change as well. And for example, I look back to the Hague summit of the NATO before summer last year, where we decided that we go to 5%. I mean, that was also, I have to agree, under pressure of President Trump, but I think in the end we all agreed that we have to step up. And the same thing is true for our economy and for a lot of other issues. So Europe has to create a strong foothold for itself.
Do you recognize any of the criticisms when he talks about immigration, imported workforces, nations that no longer look like their origin, the hijacking of countries?
Well, immigration is a big issue. It's in the Netherlands, it's in Europe, and we work very closely together, me, myself. For example, with George Maloney and with Mette Frederiksen, because they are very strict on migration, to see if we can step up Europe also in getting the immigration down, and particularly asylum. So, and I think we also have a migration pact, so we're working very hard on that. It's a big difference for, say, 5 or 6 years ago. So we're working very hard on this issue because it is a societal issue, it's a political issue.
Right, and do you fear that enough has now been done to stop a further shift to the right?
That's an interesting question. I'm a Prime Minister of a right-wing cabinet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're the right. But there's a very fine line between being the Prime Minister of a right-wing cabinet and going over the edge.
Yeah, but I think
that is always the risk.
Yeah, but I think the most important thing is that we really address issues that relate to our society. And asylum and migration is an issue that we have to relate on because of our citizens. And the way we do it is important. And of course we try to stick to all the laws, but we have to stop illegal migration to Europe, and that's what we are very strong on.
How did Europe manage to get itself into this mess?
We are not getting into a mess. We have a problem, and we're trying to deal with it. And I think that for a long time that we thought that we were like secure and peaceful, and we didn't realize what Russia was doing and that the world was changing. So we also maybe underestimated the influx of people and what it would do to our societies.
It's a very fine line, isn't it, between that acceptability of recognition that something's gone wrong and going too far so it becomes racist. It's a fine line.
Yeah, I mean, you're an interesting way of putting things, but let me say this. I mean, in Europe, we still think that people that are really seeking refugee, we should give shelter. But what we see is that a lot of people use this asylum system for a lot of reasons, for a better life, which is we could recognize it, but it's not acceptable in the system because we have to look in the way that our society still can take it in.
Come to the board with me, sir. Come to the board.